Hello, and welcome to Loving Our Fears with Shikha Rastogi. If you have been actively following the social media content over the last few years, you know that the topic of failures has been extensively discussed over these past years. And in those discussions, a number of perspectives have been shared on failures. Some of those perspectives tell us how we should view failures as a stepping stone to success, while others talk about finding the lessons in failures. A few other perspectives talk about how great things can happen when you allow yourself the risk of a failure, while others stress on the importance of trying again and again after failing until you meet success. And even though every single one of these perspectives has value and may resonate with people who need a different lens to view their own failures, however, what these perspectives have in common is that their purpose is to inspire people and give them hope after they have failed, so that they can keep going and keep trying, even when they don't believe that they have it in them to get to the finish line. But it's one thing to get inspired so that you don't stop believing in success, and a completely different thing to understand why do human beings have such a complicated failures. Why does failing hurt so much? What is it about failing that makes us so afraid? What does our mind not like about failing? Why do we make such a big deal out of failing? All these answers become clear as we begin to dig deeper and look behind our repetitive thinking. But interestingly enough, these answers come to light not by digging deeper into our failures. Instead, these answers can be found buried deep inside our burning desire to succeed, to make it, to prove to the world how important, special, and worthy we are simply because we are successful. Exactly why failures hurt so much, because failures don't allow us to feel important, good enough, and worthy. Failures don't allow us to feel like we matter and our life matters. Instead, failures make us feel small and less than others, the others who have made it big, who are successful. So it seems like we use our successes as a means to an end to feel important, good enough, and worthy. But have you ever wondered why? Why do we even need the crutches of success to feel something which we already are, special, important, and worthy? Why don't we believe that just because we are born on this planet, we already special, important, and worthy, each and every single one of us? Why do we have to do something or to become something to prove our worth to ourselves and to the rest of the world? Why do we have to succeed to appear powerful and good enough? And the answers to these questions lie in our upbringing and the beliefs with which we were raised. The beliefs of our parents, who may have been overachievers or amazingly hard to please human beings or simply unfit to be parents. And because of our parents' beliefs, as kids we believed that in order to please our parents and to earn their approvals, we needed to succeed in displaying best behavior, succeed in meeting their expectations, succeed in being good boys and girls. And although failure to meet our parents' expectations was always an option, but failure didn't quite help us receive their love, affection, and approval, which was mostly conditional upon meeting their expectations. So we always strived to succeed so that we could win over our parents through our successes. But what begins as an innocent attempt to please our parents over time gets transformed into this need, this obsession to succeed, because as adults lives where we assume that the world will like us more, believe in us more, give us more respect because of all of our successes. And if we are not aware enough, which a lot of us are not, even as adults, we continue to derive our sense of self-worth through our successes. We believe that because we have more, therefore we are more. We equate having more with being more, and we get caught up in this vicious cycle of chasing after success to get to that more so that we can feel important and worthy of living in this world. No wonder failures cause us so much pain and suffering and are viewed by humanity as something negative, something similar to a tragedy which needs to be overcome, something which needs to be tucked away in the dark corners of our hearts, never to be seen and spoken of again. But once you begin to wake up to the deep truths behind your own relationship with failures, you will realize that it's not your failures that you make a big deal out of. Instead, you make a big deal out of not achieving, not becoming, not attaining, not feeling important and good enough. But what if we are able to convince ourselves of our worth simply because we exist on this planet? Then we wouldn't need to be at the mercy of our successes and would not need them to decide if we have lived a successful life, a worthy life. We would still feel successful with failures on our side. So the question is, are you ready to shift your perspective on your own worth and where it comes from?